You remember I said, what happened to all this wealth? Where's all this money? Where's this generational wealth? Well, I got a clip for you.
57% of Americans say they feel behind on their retirement savings, and 48% of workers with a specific retirement goal don't think they're going to be able to meet it. That's according to a new Bankrate survey. Ramsey Solutions research also finding 37% of Americans say they owe more on credit cards than they have in retirement savings. This as Americans are struggling financially due to high inflation and high interest rates. Joining me now, Ramsey Solutions financial expert, George Kamel. George, tell us about, you talk about, and I know that Dave does as well, it's all about getting to retirement, but we've seen this huge shift in the last couple of years post-pandemic where Americans wanted experiences. They wanted to live. They wanted to, have go on those trips they never went on to. But now is it to their detriment because they've been running up their credit cards?
Oh, absolutely, Cheryl. We become land of the free and home of the broke, and it's turning into a retirement crisis, and Gen X is the next up. And you saw those stats. Gen X is saying they're going to need a miracle to retire. They're saying they need 1.56 million to retire comfortably, and yet the median 401k balance is 56,000. So we've got to do something about this, and this might be you, it might be your parents, it might be the ones after you, but you've got to do something about it. And if you don't invest anything, you won't have any money later on.
What are the things about this younger generation too, whether it's Gen Z or millennials, they don't seem to value home ownership. And that is a tectonic shift from what say my parents' generation or my grandparents' generation. It was all about the American dream, buying a home. And they're not interested in that. Can you explain what's going on with that generation?
Well, I think they're feeling hopeless. I mean, they're looking at the house prices, the home values, and they're going, well, that'll never be me. I guess I'll rent forever. So there's a level of cynicism, and there is some reality to that. It is harder for them to get in the housing market. But as far as investing goes, they actually want to know. They're looking to social media and TikTok and Instagram to figure out, how do I build wealth? And the problem is they're trying to do it fast. They want to get to where their parents were, but they want it to take 5 years instead of 25 or 30 years. They've got to go, what's going to happen 30 years from now if I don't invest? What's going to happen if I'm the hare instead of the tortoise? There's a lot of things you can do to invest and build wealth in a very risk-free way where you're not sort of just Hail Marying your retirement.
Well, that really...
$56,000 is the median 401k balance. We got to get into it. But first, I want to say shout out to all my dividend portfolio members. Shout out to all the channel members. Shout out to all the subscribers that have been rocking with me over the years. You see there's a problem. A lot of Americans are hard-headed. Did they say Black Americans? Did they say Asian Americans? Did they say white Americans? No, they said Americans. 57% of Gen X. That's 1965 to 1979. The median balance, what median means is they take everybody, your billionaires, your millionaires, your people, a lot of the victims like to say all the white folks that own all the wealth. Looks like a lot of white folks are broke too. And then they take all the working class like us. The median balance of everybody is 56,000. I have more than that in my dividend portfolio that was just started in March. Now, I was not born with a silver spoon in my mouth. And the reason why I document these videos from work is so people see I was not born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I know the infamous cat avatar guy will say I was born wealthy. My parents didn't know about stocks. They didn't know about investment real estate. They didn't. They just worked hard enough to get me out of the hood and the ghetto and move me into the suburbs and surround me with better people. Therefore, I would have better opportunities to advance in life. What happens is a lot of these influencers got up here, and we got to emphasize this, they wanted to make victims, that all the wealth, the white folks kept it a secret. You're broke because the white man kept all the wealth. In reality, they have your wealth. Why are they retired? You got influencers that always got the plays, making videos from studios, from other countries, from their luxury cars, with nice suits, watches. They're holding events all the time. Let me ask you a question. If somebody's going to hold an event and you need to take a plane, train, automobile, hotel stay, and buy tickets, how are you saving money? You don't save money that way. You save money by cooking at home, packing your own coffee, joining your 401k. Where's all the wealth? Where's all the penny stock wealth? Where's all the crypto wealth? The NFTs, you know, the plays, the expiration date plays, the head and shoulder patterns. Where's all that money? I've always said, and I'm going to come out and say it, these people made nigga pennies. You ain't make no real money. You made 500. You made 600. I made this amount of money. You didn't make any real life-changing money. What'd you do with it? Did you go buy liabilities? Wow. Americans are on some crazy credit card debt. 37% of Americans have more debt than they do retirement savings. If you were born between 1965 and 1979, you have less than $56,000, you fall into that category. It's never too late. Now, I've always said index funds should be the backbone of your investments. Go into the office, see your payroll department, your human resource, join your 401k, do the maximum, and never look at it. In my opinion, I didn't help you make your money. I can't tell you how to spend it. Join your total stock market index fund, a target date fund, S&P 500 fund. I cannot buy individual stocks in my 401k. I don't know if you can. I don't know if that's possible. I don't recommend that. But after you do that and you get that going, leave it alone. Don't borrow from it. I would love for them to have gone more in depth. How many of those people were black? How many of those people were white? How many of those people were Asian? How many of those people took loans to go buy toys? Leave that money alone. And then in my opinion, if you want extra income, build a dividend portfolio, stocks that have paid you a long time, because a lot of people do not have pensions. You can build your own pension. And I know a lot of people, they don't like dividend portfolios. I know people that have not even touched their 401ks yet because they're living off the dividends. They're living off of dividends and Social Security. That's it. They haven't touched their Roth IRA. They haven't touched their 401ks. They're at the age of the minimum of the distributions, the RMDs, and they're debating, oh man, damn, I'm gonna have to take the bare minimum. What's gonna be their problem? They're gonna have more money. They're gonna have more money than, that's my foreman. What they're gonna have more money and have to pay taxes? I would rather have a problem of having more money paying taxes than have no money. The worst feeling in the world is knowing you might outlive your money. Remember I said, give it time and we will see who was telling the truth. Where's all the wealth from the hot plays? Where's the hot play penny stocks? Where's all the plays from the EV stocks, the EV companies? Where's all the NVIDIA plays? All the get in, get up, get out. Where's all that money from? I take my money from my day trading and from my plays and I put it into my long-term investments. Where's all that money? There's a lot of debt out here. In my opinion, we are going to face one of the biggest financial crises in history. We're repeating I made a video about a year and a half, 2 years ago on how during the Great Depression, we've seen this before, the Spanish flu. People came out from the Spanish flu because we were on lockdown before. I wasn't around. In the early 1900s, people were on lockdown. They came out of lockdown. They went to underground gambling, underground prohibition because alcohol was illegal. They partied. They took loans and margins and leverage in the stock market. The stock market crashed and we had the Great Depression. Sounds very familiar, doesn't it? You got people buying a lot of stuff. I see more Lambos, more Ferraris. I see some high-end cars out here. I see Tesla Cybertrucks. These people are a paycheck away from losing everything. See, everybody can look good while you're bringing in a paycheck, but can you maintain that lifestyle? After that Beamer's paid off, I'm gonna enjoy that Beamer. Everybody knows I want a Porsche 911 Turbo. I'm at that point where, do I want that Porsche 911 Turbo? Yeah, but if I'm at that point where I could leave the workforce and be traveling and be somewhere else, I may go get a hybrid. I may get a hybrid Prius. God willing, we're about to buy a car for the island, Aruba. You know what? We got rental property over there. I might buy a hybrid over there and call it a day. I don't want people to be hopping in my comment section, which I know they will. The avid cat avatar guy, you were born rich and wealthy. I was not born rich and wealthy. I was born with -0. My parents just worked hard enough to get me out of the hood and surrounded me with great people. I'm documenting this because 5-10 years from now, God willing, I'm still around and we ease out the workforce. I have documented videos of what I was telling people to do. Wealth is created with going to work, participating in your 401k, living discipline, living below your means, and guess what? Investing. Investing is you hold until you're old. Have you ever realized they played FanDuel, DraftKings, all these gambling things during sporting event games? While you're watching the football games, you can place bets. Who you think they're keying in on? All these influencers with join the link below, get your free stock, put some money on the platform. It's not free. You got to put money on the platform. They're giving you the plays so you can gamble on these platforms. You ever notice their lives are amazing? They're all retired, always in a studio. They're traveling, nice cars, gold watches. They got suits. They have all this stuff. That's proof for you right there. People are not doing very well. They're one paycheck away from losing everything, from being in poverty. What happened during the Greatest Depression, because that was the Greatest Depression. Oh, there will be another one, trust me. What happened? A lot of people were paycheck to paycheck. They went out there, gambled, squandered the money, and they got pink slipped, and then they're standing in line getting soup, bread, porridge, oatmeal with sad looks on their faces. I wish they would have interviewed all those people. How many of those people were in the markets playing and gambling? When you have money, you got to buy cash generating assets. Stay away from the liabilities. I've been saying it for the longest. It's only been not even 5 years. March 20th, 2020 started the whole lockdown thing. Give it 5 more years. Give it 5 more years. We'll see where all these influencers are. In 5 years, they destroyed their channels with lies, gambling, and bullcrap. Where's all the penny stock plays? Where's all the penny stock, generational wealth? Wall Street looks like us. Where's all this black money? Americans are suffering. Americans are suffering, not just black folks. So all these white people with you, they're struggling with you. Do you know all that victim mindset they tried to sell you? A lot of white folks are in your same boat. What's the excuse now? What do I know? I'm just a high school dropout from New Jersey who dropped out of high school, lost everything, got divorced, caught a DUI, and built everything up from -0. Just give it some more time. Shout out again to all my channel subscribers, all my channel members. If you want to join a dividend portfolio and see me actually buying stocks, you don't got to do everything I do. You ain't got to follow me blindly. I'm just a guy on YouTube, but we give each other ideas. I didn't help you make your money. I can't tell you how to spend it, but you will see actual proof. Buying and holding until you old is investing, and the quick plays, quick money. I even heard some of these people say the lotto play, the lotto stock, the lotto banana gun. What the hell are we doing? Looks like we know what we're doing. We're gambling. We're gambling out here as Americans. A lot of people are gambling and some people are investing. Just give it some more time. No regrets. Get it.